there, Virgo, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of July, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Virgo, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal, make sure to check out the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, your girl loves coffee. Donation link is also below. Any and every amount is greatly appreciated. All right, Virgo, overall seems like a super positive reading. Bottom of the deck, you get the 10 of Swords. And the main energy for your reading is the Page of Cups. These are very, very positive energies because it's showing me that after this ending, right, your heart is open again. Your emotions are open again. And not only that, you're allowing yourself to truly feel. The Page of Cups is like an exciting energy. It's like fun and playful, but from a romantic perspective. And that's exactly what we are looking for here, especially with the fact that you have the 10 of Swords at the bottom of your deck. So whatever ended, whatever was a difficult ending, it's over now. Okay, super, super positive. So in the recent past, you get the 8 of Swords, the World, and the 6 of Cups. There's definitely a soul connection that you were dealing with here. And that's what came to an end in the recent past. You're showing me the World and the 8 of Swords. Yeah, you spent a lot of time thinking about that. Yeah, you were really overanalyzing everything. Yeah, you ran it through your head over and over and over and over and over again. But you know what? The more you thought about it, the more you figured out there's nothing, this connection was nothing there. There was nothing left there for me. I learned what I needed to learn, and I got the lessons that I needed to get out of this. It's done. This connection is done. It's over, and I'm better for it. In the current situation, you get the Death, the Emperor, and the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries, a Scorpio. I'm also getting Leo here. But essentially what you're showing me is following this ending, you realize that the universe essentially removed this person and this person's energy from your life. Whether you chose to end it, they ended, it doesn't matter. They were removed because they no longer served you. Now, you are still in a position where you're looking for a long-term relationship, a long-term stable relationship. It could be with this person, it could be with somebody else. Take it as it resonates, but you're feeling more empowered. You're feeling more in control right now. You're showing me I'm embodying the Emperor energy. The Emperor is not somebody that messes around. This is somebody that's I know what I bring to the table. I know who I am. I am literally all that in a bag of chips, and you better recognize. And that's exactly the energy that you're going into pursuing future connections. And again, whether it's with this person that you want a reconciliation with or a completely brand new stable connection. In the near future, you get the 6 of Pentacles, the Sun, and the 3 of Cups. You're having a ball here. I do see another energy showing up here for you in the near future. And again, it could be a reconciliation with this past connection. People change, people progress, people develop. So it could be that they're coming back around and they're new and improved. It could be somebody completely new. Take it as it resonates. We're going to clarify more and see. But the beautiful thing here, Virgo, is that they make you happy. The Sun is the happiest card in the entire tarot deck, and it is showing up here for you in the near future. I really love the fact that you get the World and the Death, because those are both cards where the universe is look, you read this book cover to cover. You have nothing else to learn from this connection. Move along. And whether or not you ended it or not, it doesn't matter. The universe is this connection no longer serves you. We're removing it for you. So let's clarify. Start off with the Page of Cups, which is the main energy for your reading. Page of Cups is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Cups, and the Star. This shift that you've been desiring, that you've been asking the universe for, is coming for you. I don't know what this is all about, but you're essentially showing me I've wanted more than anything when it comes to love and emotions, and even my own emotions and my own feelings. I've wanted to feel happy, genuinely happy. I want the tables to turn. I wanted things to move in a much better direction. That's all you wanted. If I were a genie and I came up to you and was Virgo, you get one wish, you're this is it. This is what I want. And it seems this month you're getting exactly what you wanted. Exactly what you wanted. Bottom of the deck, you get the 5 of Cups. All the past regret, all the past difficulties, all the past hardship, it's gone. It's gone. Let it go. Move along. Let's take a look at the recent past. I'll start off with the 8 of Swords in the recent past. There you are. 8 of Swords is clarified by the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you get the 4 of Wands. You're showing me in the recent past, all you kept thinking about was having a new beginning in love. Now, you wanted to essentially level up this connection that you were in and take it to the next level romantically. You weren't really in a position where you wanted it to end. And you know that. And you're showing me, like, I also made it like abundantly clear to this person. I don't want things to end. I didn't want things to happen the way they did. And so that's why there's a lot of overthinking and overanalyzing for you in the recent past, because you're showing me I felt a strong connection with this person. I really genuinely did. Like, this was not just somebody that you hung out with a few times. You're like, whatever. Like, this was one of those deep, deep connections. And you're showing me I wanted to level it up emotionally. I really, truly did. You thought and thought and thought and tried to figure out a way to do it. And I feel like this other person just was not matching your energy, Virgo. They just were not coming to the table with what you were bringing to the table. Let's clarify the world in the recent past. Wow. You already have, we literally just started this reading and you already have 3 out of the 4 aces. The world is clarified by the 2 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you get the Page of Wands. So here's the thing. After this ended, right, after this connection ended, you did, at least in the recent past, want a reconciliation. You wanted a new beginning. You wanted to rekindle this. I can see that there was radio silence between you and this person. And there was also like a separation. You and this person physically were not together anymore. So it's not just like there's an emotional gap, an emotional distance between you and them. Physically, you were separated. And you're showing me, yeah, things ended. Yeah, I realized that I kind of like learned what I needed to learn out of this, and I learned my lessons, but I still wanted this person back. I didn't want to give up on this connection. And you're showing me I tried flirting. I tried to keep it light and fun and vibrant. The Page of Wands is a fun, playful energy. And that's how you kind of tried to win them back, or that's kind of how you thought would be the way to like get back into like a good place with them, right? And so again, you did want them back still in the recent past. Let's clarify the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. You're not giving up on this. You're not giving up on them, but you're showing me I need to prioritize myself. I need to heal. I need to do what I need to do. Yeah, I'm not giving up on this soul connection, and this is a soul connection. You have a lot of beautiful memories with this person, a lot of beautiful history, and you're showing me I'm not giving up on this. I'm not giving up on them, but I also need to put my needs, my desires, my wants first and heal. And I feel like you're not really used to prioritizing yourself, Virgo. And so that's a little bit not difficult, but different for you here in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Death in the current situation. The Death is clarified by the Judgment, the 7 of Wands, and the Lover. So this connection ended, and it was a very deep connection. It's a soul connection. Like the Lovers is not just one of those like I said, casual connections. This was deep. This was intense. Now, in the current situation, you're recognizing that you don't want it to end. There's a lot of resistance happening for you surrounding accepting this ending. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though, because you're also coming to a lot of realizations here with the Judgment about yourself. Again, it takes 2 to tango. I'm not saying that you were like unhealthy or toxic in this connection or anything like that, but it takes 2 to tango. Both of you together made this connection amazing and incredible and passionate. And both of you together may also have essentially, you each have your own baggage. And that's fine. That's something that needs to be worked on. And you're recognizing that for yourself in the current situation, and also recognizing what baggage or resistance your other person has in this connection. Right? And again, you're showing me the Hierophant. Some of you may have been married. For others of you, it was just one of those very deep, very intense connections that felt like you were married. But there's a lot of realizations happening for you about like, okay, what is my responsibility? What can I work on for myself in this connection? And what can the other person work on as well? Let's clarify the Emperor. The Emperor is clarified by the 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So you're a little bit conflicted in the current situation as to whether or not your ego is going to play a role here or not. And I know, Virgo, you're like, no, I don't have an ego, but we all have an ego, okay? There is love between you and this person. You love them, and you know that what you feel for them, they feel for you. I don't know how you know that because I don't see any communication, but you know that. Like intuitively, you can pick it up, you can sense it, you can feel it. Now, sometimes you're like, let me lead with love. Let love lead the way. Let me be the bigger person. Let me reach out. Other times you're kind of conflicted because you're like, well, no, why should I be the one to reach out? Why do I always have to extend the olive branch? Why do I have to be the one to like be the bigger person? So there's a little bit of like an internal conflict for you in terms of like, is devil Virgo going to lead the way, or is angel Virgo going to lead the way? Like, what energy is going to take over today, and what energy are you going to be in? I will say that this back and forth internally for yourself is kind of keeping you a little bit stuck, in the sense that, you know, you're not leading with this, you're not leading with that. You're kind of like stuck in the middle, but you'll get there. You'll get there. You'll figure out kind of like what works for you, what feels good for you, and what sits well with you. Let's clarify the 10 of Pentacles in the current situation. Also, Virgo, if this reading resonates, make sure to subscribe to my email list. I send out free extended readings every Monday only to my email list subscribers. So 10 of Pentacles in the current situation is clarified by the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, which you got here in the recent past, and the Emperor, which you just got in the current situation. You're trying to figure out whether or not this person and you still have the ability to have a stable, successful, long-term relationship. You're a go-getter, Virgo. You don't have an issue taking action. If I told you, Virgo, this is the person for you, do A, B, C, D, and everything will be great, you'll do it. Like, you have no problem moving mountains. The issue here is that you're trying to still figure out like whether or not you and this person, it's like, you know, let's sleeping dogs lie. We had our good memories. Let's just leave it at that. Or whether or not we should be able to move forward and actually have a stable, successful, long-term relationship. You're trying to figure it out. Again, you are in a position of power here, Virgo. Whether you realize it or not, you are the one that holds the cards. You are the one that holds the reins here. So you are in charge. You do have the ability to make the decision here, and you're trying to figure out what decision is best for you. Is your ego leading the way a little bit? Yeah, you're showing me the Emperor. The Emperor is not somebody who's super vulnerable or emotional or anything like that. So your your ego is definitely kind of guiding you here, but that's fine. That's fine. That's not a bad thing. Let's take a look at the 6 of Pentacles in the near future. 6 of Pentacles is clarified by the 5 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Yeah, there's communication showing up here in the near future. And you're essentially showing me this communication is giving me more of a headache than I thought it would. So it's not that the communication is bad, it's just confusing, and it kind of sends you right back up into your head. I do see this person, because remember, in the recent past, there's this separation between you and your person. In the near future, I don't see that separation anymore. I see an exchange of energy. So they text you, you text them. They call, you call, right? There's none of that block anymore. But it seems like the more you guys talk, or at least specifically around one point of conversation, you start to kind of get a little overwhelmed and up in your head. You're like, this person is giving me a headache. So either they're talking in circles, which doesn't work for you, or they're saying a lot of words without actually saying anything, right? You know, like politicians where they talk, and then at the end you're like, wait, what did they say? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting surrounding this conversation and their method of communicating with you. Let's clarify the Sun in the near future. The Sun is clarified by the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Tower. Bottom of the deck, you get the 3 of Pentacles. You and this person are hanging out, right? You're talking, you're hanging out, you're texting. There is you and them doing something. And I say something because I don't see specific what that is. But it's becoming very, very clear to you 2 things. One, you have to prioritize yourself. You have to put your needs, your desires, your wants first in this connection, ahead of this person's wants, ahead of their needs, and ahead of their even like happiness. That's the first thing. The second thing that's becoming very clear to you is that this person carries a lot of emotional baggage, which has been suppressed for quite some time. So either previously in the relationship, you didn't see it. They were very, very good at hiding it, or maybe it just didn't come up for whatever reason, but you're starting to recognize like there's a lot of emotional baggage that this person carries with them that they need to work through. Now, without both of these things, like them working through this emotional baggage and you prioritizing yourself, this is not going to work. You're realizing like this is going to be doomed to fail. So both of these things need to happen. You putting yourself and your needs first, and this person working through their emotional baggage in order for you and them to be able to have a sustainable, stable, long-term relationship. Otherwise, this is just going to be like a house of cards and it's all going to come crashing down. Let's take a look at the Three of Cups in the near future. Three of Cups is clarified by the Page of Cups, which is the main energy for your reading, the Temperance, and the Queen of Swords. You know that you and this person are moving towards a reconciliation. You want it, they want it. That's fine. Your heart is open to it. I do feel like your person's also coming in and they're very, very, very apologetic, okay? But you're showing me it's going to take a lot of time for us to get back to this place of just fully reconciling, because you have your thinking cap on. You're not blinded by their kind words. It's not as easy to like finagle you in the near future. And you're showing me it's going to take a lot of time for them to essentially gain my trust again, because you recognize, like I said, the devil, that they carry a lot of unhealthy behavioral patterns, a lot of emotional baggage, which affects you and affects this relationship when you two are together. And that's why you're making sure to like look at this whole situation very black and white, very accurately, making sure that you can see everything for what it is, right? Without letting your emotions get the better of you. And that's why it's going to take so long for you and your person to get like fully back to a reconciliation position. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Virgo. From the universe, you get the King of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you get the Ace of Cups. You're working towards this new beginning in love. You are. You get the Ace of Cups twice. You want to level this up. You want to take this relationship to the next level romantically. You want that new beginning. And you know it's going to take two things. A lot of time, right? A lot of time and a lot of work, both on your part and the other person's part. Because even though they're the ones that kind of like may have messed up, I don't really assign blame here. But even though they're the ones which may have ended it or walked away or messed up or have the emotional baggage, you're like, it takes two to tango, and I have work that I need to do on myself. You need to learn how to prioritize yourself. You need to learn how to put your needs and your desires first ahead of this person, right? And so it's going to take time for you and your person to both work on things and both put in the work, but you are moving towards a new beginning in love. So Virgo, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.